Welcome to Board Man Gets Paid. I'm your boy Xavier Gauthier, and I'm here with my guys.
Alex Petrich.
Benjamin Butler.
Will Martin.
Will.
I say it with the wh because why aren't we losing, Nuggets?
Yeah.
We'll get there.
The NBA season has begun. If you haven't seen our newscast, go watch that.
Good plug.
Good plug. Yeah. Go watch the Met Report. Shaq, Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, and that scrub. I'm just kidding.
Don't you dare.
and Charles Barkley,
Hey.
the GOAT,
The legend.
the Hall of Famer.
Houston Rockets legend.
They were all on campus for Inside the NBA. Very first game of the season, Lakers Nuggets 12-point win
It was
by the Nuggets. It was what, 113 to 10.
I think it was 102 or 104. It was
102 or so. Yeah.
It was never close.
119 to 107.
I was never scared.
Yeah.
Hey,
I was never
119 to 107.
119
119 to 107.
Prediction, and I was pretty close. He's like, Ben, what's your prediction? Before I left because I had work, and I was like 127 to like 107.
Somebody on the
pretty
newscast predicted that same day at Inside the NBA. They predicted like 124 to 110 or something like that. Yeah, it was really close.
Yeah, which by the way, Alex and Xavier, has that Lakers fan in y'all's class been talking?
I haven't been there in a while, so
I'm
yeah.
invested.
He didn't say
since
shit.
the last class that I've been there. Yeah, no, he hasn't said shit since the last
Good.
classes.
Introduce me to this man.
I'll show up Wednesday and see if he has anything to say.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot you're in that class too, Ben. My bad. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
It's okay.
You're good. You're good.
We've all been going on and off.
Yeah.
One of us ends up going to that class.
I feel like someday the stars will align and all four of us will be in that class at the same time, but it has not happened since like day one.
Since the first week of school, no. But it's okay. So yeah, Nuggets are 4-0. How are y'all feeling?
Solid.
It's like we never left.
We have one of the best duos in the NBA right now, and I fuck with it heavy.
Oh yeah.
How you feel about Michael Porter Jr.?
Trash.
No, he had a great game last night.
He's good.
Oh no, 2 nights ago.
2 nights
Last
ago.
night it was, but like 2 nights.
It was the usual Brick City last night.
I know, but like in one of his most recent games, I think it was against
It was OKC.
Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
It was OKC at 20-9 on good efficiency,
Yeah.
That's not bad.
and
I
that's
mean-
what you want.
He's all right, but I'm just sick and tired of him not swinging the rock.
I don't think we need him to.
I'm just gonna shoot.
When you have Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray had 14 assists last night.
Yeah, he
gonna
did.
say, can
Yeah, he
Are you
did.
saying more so you can just afford him like going like?
Didn't
5
Jokic have a
for
triple
18?
double last night too?
Uh,
is
yes,
that
he
game 3?
tied LeBron all time in triple doubles
Yeah.
last night.
Which also
Loki.
news. Yeah, that's next game Jokic could become officially the number 3 or number 4. Number 4, right? Yeah.
All time.
All time in triple doubles.
All time triple doubles.
He's played like half the amount of games every other person on that list has played.
Russ is number 1, and
how
he's
old?
played like half the amount.
20. He's gonna be 27. I think he's about to be 28.
He's 28 already.
He's 28 already.
Suck.
Yep. We are witnessing.
Who's like the
We're
next
witnessing
closest big
history.
to him?
Huh?
Who's like the next closest big to him in triple doubles even?
Wilt Chamberlain.
Wilt.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's Wilt.
So it's in number 1, obviously Russ, because that grind season.
Oh yes.
I mean, he averaged it for 3 official seasons, right?
Yeah. It's 3 straight seasons actually. Yeah.
Honestly, that Russ season when he was on the Wizards a couple years ago,
Yeah, it was a really good season for him.
where like
Playing ball, man.
He was balling.
He would shoot like 4 of 21, but he would end the game with like 14 points, 23 rebounds, and like 16
Yeah.
assists.
It got to the point where like you would watch clips of the Wizards game, you could just tell that they were just like
They were there.
just make sure that Russ gets a triple double.
Yeah, just give Russ the ball.
give Russ a triple double.
Yeah.
Um
I hope he
So,
hits
yeah.
200. I think he's at 198 right now.
yeah, he's at 198. Hopefully he hits 200 before
will.
the end of the season.
Yeah.
I think that's definitely feasible with him on the Clippers.
Well,
Yeah.
It just has
Well,
to
there might
do
not
with-
be enough ball to go around.
Speaking of the Clippers,
real quick before we get into that.
Okay. Yes,
sir.
Let me just say who's in the top 4.
Okay.
So it's Russ, Oscar Robertson, of course. Magic Johnson at number 3. And then number 4 is tied with LeBron James, Jason Kidd, and Nikola Jokic.
Holy shit.
So yeah,
And then Wilt Chamberlain is at number 7 by default.
That's company.
That's nice.
Yeah.
that is.
And then
We're
James
wi-
Harden is actually number 8.
I will stand by this statement.
And Luka's number 10.
Luka's gonna get up there real quick.
Yeah.
Luka's gonna get up there. Real
Larry
quick.
Bird has 59, who's right above him at number 9, and Luka has 58. So
I
he
remember-
can surpass Larry Bird as well. This
I
season.
He can
remember-
surpass Larry Bird next game.
It
He
was
can
within-
they can.
I mean, in
him
2
and
games.
James Harden could both move up to like number 7 and number 5, respectively.
Oh yeah.
I saw something. Speaking of Larry Bird, just DeMar DeRozan is 14 points away from passing him on the all-time scoring.
I
list.
saw that. Yeah,
that's
shout
nice.
out to DeMar DeRozan.
That's nice.
Which brings up the question: is DeMar a Hall of Famer? The answer is no.
I don't know.
No, he's not a champ.
He's not a champ, but I don't feel like you need to be a champ. I feel like for you to,
There's plenty of guys who have made it who were never a champ.
yeah, like Jason Kidd isn't a champ, right?
Jason Kidd is a champ.
He is.
2011 Mavericks.
Oh yeah.
Wait, was the year that the Raptors won the?
What about JJ Redick?
Redick ain't making the Hall of Fame.
No,
You don't think so?
No.
It's things like you have to like consider like an MVP and like a champ to like just scrape it. So I think Derrick Rose like just scrapes.
Oh, because he
shit
got
like
the
that.
MVP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He got the MVP, but he's probably.
So you
not
have
MVP.
to have an MVP or a championship to.
They've let in guys who, I mean, like for example, Bernard King and Dominique
Well,
Wilkins
like,
are in the Hall of
way
Fame.
back in the day, and
Yeah.
like 50s bums are. In
That
there
makes
also.
Well, I mean,
So
Bernard and
champs.
Dominique played against Jordan,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
like,
Dominique Wilkins
the
definitely
second
deserves to
greatest
be a
player
Hall
of
of
all
Famer
time.
for sure.
yeah,
That's interesting.
yeah.
So was Vince Carter not an MVP? Oh, or did he get an MVP?
Vince never got an MVP. I think Vince will make the Hall of Fame based purely on longevity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just because he played, like Vince Carter played against Michael Jordan, and he also played against like Trae Young
And LeBron.
and LeBron. Well, yeah,
With
LeBron.
Trae. Did he play
With Trae Young.
he played with Trae.
He
Young.
played with Trae Young, yeah.
He played with T-Mac, and he played against
played with Jeff
Jason
Teague.
Tatum. Yeah, he had like one of the wildest like long career arcs
Yeah,
ever.
he did. Shout out Vince Carter.
Shout out T-Mac, by the way.
Shout out T-Mac,
Shout out to Matt. 93 points.
93 points.
but
Best meme I ever made.
we brought up the Clippers.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
At midnight, we got some bone-chilling news.
Oh, yeah.
Some
ghoulish
spooky
news.
Some spooky
Ghoulish
news.
on Halloween. James Harden is a Los Angeles Clipper.
Does this mean that we hate the Clippers more? I don't think so.
I mean,
And it just means
But
one
it
more
does
person.
mean that the West is proving that it's still
West
the
is
biggest
best.
and baddest.
West is best.
West is best.
So, do you think that James Harden being out the East changes anything for the East?
Well, considering what the Sixers got back in that deal,
No.
which was Robert Covington, Nick Batum.
Fleeced.
It was a pretty. It wasn't.
Who else was
It
in that
wasn't a
trade?
great trade, but it was.
Fleeced.
Fully.
Yeah, it was Nick Batum, Marcus Morris, Robert Covington, and KJ Martin. And
Who went with Harden?
PJ Tucker.
Oh, yeah. PJ fucking Tucker.
And someone I don't know.
Yeah, some dude, some guy.
So the
Dude.
new starting five for the Clippers is Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and then
Ivica Zubac.
Which,
Just put in Plumlee. Fuck it.
Kawhi at the 4?
he's not even going to play.
Yeah. I've been thinking
I
like,
doubt this new rule even.
maybe you move Russell Westbrook to the bench.
That's a small.
You think
lineup.
so?
Maybe.
I doubt that they
Bones
move
is the
Russ to the.
two?
They pay him. They're paying him too much money.
No, you move Norman Powell to the 2. You start Harden at point
Actually,
guard.
didn't they give him like a shit deal and he took it?
Yeah, he's earning like under 10.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Start Bones Island.
That's
No.
No.
That's a really actually good defensive lineup if you start Norman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have Harden, Norm Powell, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard. It's just usually they've been playing PG at the 2.
And now they have Marcus Morris.
Kawhi's
as
been
well.
the
Or
three?
actually, no, Marcus Morris.
Marcus Morris is in the trade.
yeah.
Kawhi's been the
He's-
3 though.
Kawhi, yeah, usually like that's Kawhi's natural position. Is
Yeah.
the 3. Which moving him to the 4 is going to be very fascinating because he's big enough to play the 4.
Yeah.
He is. He's
Pause.
6'7".
Didn't he play the forward when he played on Toronto?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think so.
During that championship run.
I think so,
I
yeah.
feel like they were starting Gasol and Ibaka.
Oh no,
On their front
because
line.
he was playing the 3 because Pascal Siakam.
Oh yeah, Pascal Siakam, and
Yeah.
then they
NBA champ Pascal Siakam.
NBA champ Pascal Siakam.
NBA
Go.
champ.
But as a Nuggets fan, I am not worried about the Clippers. I am not worried about the Clippers.
You're not worried about the Clippers.
You should be.
No.
As a Lakers fan, I'm not worried about the Clippers.
What's the most feared team in the West to you still?
The team I'm like most scared of.
Yeah.
As a Nuggets fan,
As a Nuggets
My
fan.
Phoenix Suns. My last
No.
name is Lakers.
Well, I mean, y'all need to like play your big three before I'm scared of you. For some reason, Beal and Booker are like out. Like,
they're bums.
like I know KD's like holding it down, but you need Beal.
do you
and
think
Booker.
that that's a scary lineup come playoff season though?
It's three guys. I mean, Booker can play off ball. Durant can play off ball. Beal. I mean, since John Wall kind of went by the wayside, he was like the de facto like ball handler for the Wizards.
Pause.
He was.
Resume.
They're all great mid-range shooters. But we saw what happened in the playoffs when it's like, look, and I'm a mid-range guy.
Yeah.
I love the mid-range.
So cringe.
Hey, your favorite player is Kevin fucking Durant. But come playoff time,
just as well.
you're gonna need a lot more. You're gonna need a lot more floor spacing. And I mean, they can
Yeah.
space the floor. They are. I just don't think Nurk is gonna do anything against
Nah,
Jokic in the
in my
think if
opinion,
the-
Nurk was a downgrade at
Do you
center.
think if the Suns go up against, let's say that let's say the Suns go to the playoffs, but they end up in a position where first round they're playing Golden State. Do you think they get past them in the first round, or do you think?
Well, I will say Klay Thompson looks like he
Soundly.
forgot how to play basketball.
Soundly.
No, I do not fear the Golden State Warriors.
Okay, next round they play the Lakers. Do they get past the Lakers?
no
Fun series.
Fun series, but no.
The Lakers have way too many like
Don't ask me that. I don't-
issues on the front end. Like we were talking about before we
So that
started.
has stakes in both teams. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Like we were talking about it before we started the pod. I think the Lakers have way too many problems already of like their net rating when LeBron isn't on the floor, like Darvin Ham saying, yeah, we're going to limit LeBron to like 29, 30 minutes a game. And then like the last few games, he's been playing like 35, 38 minutes a game just because like they don't know what they're doing without him.
Yeah.
Gabe Vincent stinks.
sucks. The word you're looking
It's
for
like
sucks.
It's like
I think
Gabe
all of
Vincent
them
got traded
will-
and completely forgot how to play ball.
Yeah. And I mean, I know the Lakers won last night, but again, you're relying on 39-year-old LeBron James
LaFraud.
to do everything for
There's
you.
nothing fraudulent about him. At 39 years
There-
old, but he's still
You're right,
doing
but there's everything fraudulent about his teammates.
Like you barely beat the Orlando Magic at home, and last night, and I don't know. The only team I am even. This is gonna come out of nowhere. This really is Dallas.
That's fair.
I am scared of Dallas.
Honestly, I'm scared. No, I'm scared of their two players, but everything else roll and washed.
I mean, Derek Lively's been a good rookie.
Shut up, it's an ad.
We actually might have to talk about that.
What?
Big news out of the NBA.
No,
A
it's
partnership.
not big news. It doesn't
The
matter.
official underwear of the NBA is now.
my
Kim
God.
Literally,
Kardashian's
I'm on the
Skims.
The
website.
WNBA was right there, bro.
Yeah.
No, they still did
The
it.
WNBA was right there.
They still did
This
it.
is almost bigger than the Harden trade.
But no. I'm on the website right now, and I fucking pull up the games, and the first ad that pops up is all these shirtless players in Skims.
Just Shea.
It's just Shea.
It literally is just Shay. Never mind.
It's just Shea.
Yeah.
His fine ass.
Man, hey, Paul.
Pause.
My bad. My bad.
Yo.
All right, play.
Keep it in yo. Keep it in yo Skims, man.
He's a good looking dude, man.
That was a good one.
Thank you.
Keep it in your skin.
Keep it in your skins.
Another one.
I was
yeah.
gonna ask about that though. Has
so-
anyone watched a Mavs game? And
I haven't watched
They
the Mavs
finally
game.
had an off season together. I'm excited for the Mavs as a
I mean,
Lucas
Derek.
fan, as a Kyrie
You know,
fan.
the
Derek
only reason
Lively-
I'm not afraid of the Mavs
You're not
at
afraid
all
of the Mavs.
is
Really?
because
Really?
Kawhi, not Kawhi, Kai is going to be Kai.
Nope.
Guys on
Kai is going to be Kai.
Kai's on the
dog.
Mavericks?
Yeah.
Gonna say something.
I thought he was on
he's either
the.
gonna
I
say
thought he was on the
something or-
Hornets.
Kai?
Kyrie
Kyrie Irving?
Oh, Kyrie. I thought you meant Kai Jones.
No,
Kai
not
Jones
Kai
is
Jones.
another
Fuck Kai
and
Jones.
he also got cut.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You said Kai. I'm thinking, and you said says
we don't
shit.
talk
I'm
about
like,
Kai Jones in this office.
you literally said Kai said shit. I'm thinking, oh, Kai Jones.
Kyrie is an exceptional player. Don't
Yes.
get me wrong. He's one of the best point guards of all time. Going to go down in history as one of the best point guards of all time. Going to go down as a Hall of Famer.
But
But he
There's no-
has a consistent problem of
Man,
just not coming through for his team when they need him.
facts.
And this could be the season where he actually shows up for the Mavs and like actually does his fucking job. But he's Kyrie, and I'm expecting him to not do his fucking
Are you
job.
saying more of off-court things, or that he's just not going to show up?
More
in
of
big
off-court
moments?
things and more of
I think
just
that's out
like
of the picture now.
you think so?
I also
It's something every year.
I also have been listening to a podcast the past couple of days with Mark Cuban where he was asked about it, and he's like,
Oh, for real?
Yeah. I was funny enough. It's fucking Logan Paul's podcast. I do tune into it every now and then.
Oh no!
Especially if the guests are enticing. Like they had Mark Cuban on last week, and he was asked about him, and it's like Kyrie's like a normal dude. Like he just likes to play ball, and it's true. But obviously there's been things in the past. I mean the one last season and his vaccine thing are the two big ones that were really bad.
And Flat Earth.
And
Flat Earth.
Flat Earth stupid, and he didn't
yeah.
believe it. But
Yeah.
it's like the guy's a really good basketball player at the end of the day.
Yeah, he is.
He is.
It's weird. The way I think about it is like Kyrie is just a normal dude. Like Kyrie just likes to play ball.
Who smokes
And he
a
likes
lot
to,
of
he
weed.
likes to sit like the one thing Mark Cuban said is like
Just
his
kidding,
biggest
you don't know
downside
that.
is that guy wants to sit down for 2 hours and have like a deep conversation. Like that's what like sometimes you're just like, yo, chill, man. Let's play ball. And it's not even that shut up and dribble mentality. It's just like
bro's on the bench trying to talk about the
Yeah.
nature of the universe.
Yeah.
Kai, you need to check back in, Duck. We're down
guys, you don't understand. Like this
But do you
hardwood
understand the
floor,
political discourse that's going on in America right now?
but guys, you don't understand. Like this hardwood floor that we play on, the Earth is flat, just like it.
The Mavs could be a problem. I see where you're coming from. I hear what you're saying. I don't know. I have to see it
Yeah.
firsthand to like believe that he's actually going to like come through for them. I'd never liked the whole Luka Kyrie setup anyways.
It's two ball dominant players.
It's
Yeah.
It's what? And I mean, it's just not balanced.
No, you look at I'm looking at their team right now, and their
It's like the first year that it's like Trey and DeJounte right now.
No, dude,
It's just two very ball. Like there's DeJounte dropped 41 points last night.
Yeah.
Trey dropped like 12. There's never going to be a game where they're both going off. And that's something that, like, as a Hawks fan, I realize that that's something that we need to figure out. How the fuck do we get them both the ball and they can both go off in the same game?
That's fair.
That's our biggest problem right now. And that's how I feel like, that's what I feel is the Mavs problem. Is they have two players who they need to get the ball to, and how do you balance who gets the ball when?
No, I'm looking at their roster right now, and their two highest scorers are Luka Doncic and Kyrie. Luka 39 points per game.
damn.
39.
39.
Kyrie
surprised, yeah.
19.5.
He also had a triple-double.
Yeah, Kyrie 19.5, and then it's Tim Hardaway Jr. with 19. No one else over double digits. No one else.
Yeah, that's
Kyrie
generally
Irving has
how it
been
goes.
playing the 2, right?
Grant Williams.
No.
Grant Williams is just going to be there.
12. It says
Okay, 12 for you, right? My
yeah.
bad. All right. Other than that, there's no one else.
Yeah.
And Josh Green at 10, but I mean, that's not going to last.
Josh
very long.
Green is no.
Okay, Josh Green at 10, but then after that's 4 guys. But then you
everybody
have
else is-
Derek Jones Jr. at 9. Fucking Maxi Kleba at 4.3. Where's Dwight
Dante
Powell?
Exum at 2.3.
Where's Dwight Powell? I want to
Dante Exum.
Dante Exum, man.
And
Remember
Seth
Dante
Curry at
Exum?
1.7
in the
points per
league?
game.
Dwight Powell at 5.5.
Seth Curry should have never left.
No.
Seth Curry should have never left Dallas. I remember that was.
Well, no, not left Dallas. He should have never gone to Dallas.
Oh, I mean, he was on there a couple of years ago because I remember when they still had that team with like Kristaps. Seth Curry was on that team, and they posted like I think it was like 2019-20. They posted like the best offensive rating ever. But every year since, a team has gotten a better best offensive rating ever just because of like the speed of offense.
Yeah.
Actually, I'd like to amend my answer. Speaking of offense, I am afraid of the Sacramento Kings.
What?
That's a fair answer.
That is valid.
That is a valid answer.
I'm afraid of I think they're going to pick up steam as the season goes on. I think Keegan Murray is going to take another jump, and I fear them. In the West specifically. When we get to the East, it's a whole other picture.
I'm looking at the West right now. I'm gonna throw another one in there. I'm gonna throw 2 in there actually.
If you say some silly ass answer like Portland, I'm coming over there and I'm
Fuck
beating
no.
your ass.
Fuck no.
They're bad.
They're really bad. Memphis Grizzlies. Once Ja is healthy.
They're 0-4 right now.
Once
Only
Ja
team
is
below the
healthy.
Rockets.
Oh, this ain't healthy, dog. This ain't anything but about
Well, not health, but when he's
Once
back.
he's unsuspended.
Once he's unsuspended.
Speaking of
There
Once
you
he's
go.
not toting guns anymore.
speaking of
Ah!
Speaking of a winless team, like the 0-4 Grizzlies, you asked them how they're feeling. Ask me how I'm feeling real quick.
How are you feeling?
How are you feeling,
I'm
Ben?
doing fine. I'm not worried.
Yeah, I don't care. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm a Grizzlies fan. I'm not worried about us being 0-4, 0-3.
Yeah.
0-4, Rockets are 0-3. Only two winless teams.
I'm not mad about it.
All right, who's the other team?
Me and Xavier
The other
right now.
team is
Before he
Utah
says it-
Jazz.
Oh, I was gonna
You're
say.
worried about the Utah Jazz.
I not necessarily worried, but I think they're a contender. I think
Contender for the title?
not for the title.
For
In
playoffs.
playoffs.
Okay.
In playoffs. The only other team that I can see being a contender for the title in the West, Oklahoma City.
Oh,
OKC has some issues.
OKC has some issues, but
like Chet
Like the
Holmgren being too
NBA
damn skinny.
championship?
yeah,
Well, okay, Shea could go nuts again.
Why
Shea could go
are we
crazy.
talking about the Suns? My Suns.
I said
need to
two teams
see-
outside besides
We'll get
the
there.
Suns.
We'll get
okay.
there.
Yeah, I'm saying like that's not the Suns,
We'll
the
get
Lakers,
there.
or the Nuggets. Yeah.
About the Thunder as title contenders.
Well, okay, Chet Holmgren needs to put some meat on his bones. Jokic legit said it.
He needs to get fatter.
He needs
His
to get
response was funny too.
fatter. Yeah, he needs to get fatter.
Yeah.
What was Holmgren's response?
It's hard
I
to
don't
get
think
fat when you're not, or it's hard to get fatter when you're not fat. Which is true.
Which is true.
He's still like he doesn't have weight.
He's
on
still
the
a kid
period.
technically.
Eat a goddamn
his
burger.
metabolism is
Eat
way
a
too high.
Bro's my age? Question
Yeah.
mark.
Dog. No, he. Hold on.
How old is he?
How old is Chet Holmgren?
Chet Holmgren? He's got to be younger than 22.
He's 21.
Oh,
Okay.
that's crushing.
May 1st, 2002.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
crushing.
He is.
No, I don't want to hear it. My metabolism
2
went on
months
vacation
is-
the second I got to college.
2 months older than me. Yeah.
I used to be skinny.
But I get it. It's just
Yeah.
like, but that's the thing. Like, I had a really fast metabolism when I was my first 2 years of college, and all I did was eat junk food, and I stayed skinny. It's just about how much junk food you eat and how much fat you eat.
Right.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that's something that Chet has the money and the capability and the facilities to do. He could do it.
Yeah.
He just doesn't feel like it, probably.
Right.
But there are people in the NBA that are specific, whose their jobs are to make sure that NBA players
Put on weight.
put on weight, and that their builds go a specific way.
He'll get some.
Yeah, he'll get some. I just don't think it'll be this season.
Well, I mean, guys, like, sometimes
He needs to spend an entire offseason in New Orleans.
Right. When guys put
Or
on
Atlanta.
more weight, you can see that their offensive game changes. For example, LeBron James. Like early Cavs days and like early Miami days, he was much skinnier. And you could see it like even when like his first
His body fat was a lot lower.
His first couple years back on the Cavs after he left Miami, he was like, you look at the difference between LeBron in like 2015 and LeBron in 2018. Bro bulked the shit out of himself, and you know, and his game changed.
If you look at a picture of 2013 Miami,
I was gonna say like
And-
prime Miami.
and, yeah, like
when he
prime
was
Mi-
allegedly juicing.
Yeah,
oh my
yeah.
god,
He was never
terrifying.
juicing.
he was never juiced.
No,
but,
he
like,
never was. He's just
he was so
he's a genetic
lean.
freak.
Yeah, he was so lean but so muscular at the
Yeah.
same time. Like it didn't make sense.
So
but now he's
muscular.
like put on like density.
But when
He's like
he was,
Buff Zion.
when he was on the Heat and like those first couple years back in Cleveland, I know he had troubles with his jump shot when he first got back to Cleveland. But those years when he was skinnier, he was a much better jump shooter. And then when he puts on all that muscle in the second
much better
Cavs stint,
dunker.
yeah, he like his 3-point percentage has gone way down. Like in 2013, he was shooting 40% from three. Compare that to like the most recent seasons where he's shooting like 32, 33%. It's because he
Which is
built.
still not bad. It's
I know
just-
he built up all that muscle and it made his shot different.
Yeah.
Which is probably what's going to happen to Chet because like he can, Chet can shoot, and I worry that if he puts on like way too much muscle because like he's kind of going for a KD thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you put him at
But-
the 5.
Yeah, that's my thing. And if you're at the 5, you need more muscle than
You
KD.
do.
You need more.
Then
meat
play
than
Chet at the
KD.
3 for fuck's sake.
Who do you
my
gonna put
thing
at the
is-
5 then?
Jeremiah Robinson.
He can play the 2 through 5 legitimately. Chet.
Yeah.
My thing with Chet is just like, I'm not expecting you to become Shaq, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to be 400 pounds, but you need to put weight on. Like,
Yeah.
you need to be able to drive into the lane and not get your fucking ankle broken.
Is he?
And who'd you say put at the 5, Alex?
Jeremiah
Is
Robinson.
his ceiling
Earl.
more of like a Giannis or a KD?
Jeremiah Robinson Earl.
Who? Chet?
He's not on the team
He's more
anymore.
of a Giannis.
He's not?
No.
I would say more of a Giannis than of a KD because
Yeah,
he's
because when we were talking about him putting on
Moreno.
weight, the first
he's more of
person
an
I always
inside
think of-
shooter than a outside shooter.
Yeah,
isn't
as a tall, lanky guy, the
Yeah.
first person I think of adding weight like that is Giannis.
Yeah.
like the way Giannis did it and how he's.
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't need to become like.
And he's
It doesn't need to be
he's already a
fat.
better
He just
shooter.
needs. He just needs to put muscle on. Like, his muscle density just needs to go up.
You ever seen Giannis's like jump shot early in his career?
Oh yeah, it's awful.
It was so much more. No, well, I mean, it was awful, but it was like I'm talking like his first couple years. They were playing
smoother.
They were playing him at shooting guard.
Oh,
and like
wow.
he was hitting like it wasn't going in as much, but it was way smoother than like you watch him shoot now.
Oh God, it's horrible.
Yeah.
I watched his fucking free throws last night.
Yeah, but like Giannis, that's like the height. That's like the peak for what Chet could become in terms of like a physical build. Wemby.
There's no one like him. I don't like comparisons.
I don't want to compare him to anybody just because he's
the only
that
person you
tall.
can compare him to is probably like Wilt.
Which Wilt was.
And only like Wilt from Imaginary Friends.
From Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Bro, like Wilt Chamberlain though, like Wilt could bench 500. Arnold Schwarzenegger said that Wilt was consistently benching 500.
500. Beat Jim Brown in a race.
So Victor Wembanyama
fucked over 10,000
my thing
women.
with Victor is like
30,000.
It's been so long since we've seen somebody with this body type in the NBA.
Yeah.
That nobody knows how it could go. Because he's really skinny. Yeah, he's really like light, but motherfucker, he doesn't need to do much.
No.
I am looking at the roster right now
His
for
wingspan is ridiculous.
the Thunder, and there are 3 guys that are 7 foot.
On the Thunder?
Yeah,
Poku one of them?
Yeah.
Alexis Pokusevski?
Yeah, that's another motherfucker that needs weight.
Yeah.
But him and
skinnier
Holmgren, they're
than
both
Chet.
7 foot and 5 pounds separates the two of them.
Wow.
Chet Holmgren is 5 pounds heavier than Pokusevski.
What's their listed weight?
What are their listed weights?
195 for Holmgren and 190 for Poku.
God damn,
That's
bro.
crazy.
You can't be 7 foot.
The other 7 footer, Oliver Sarr, who's on a 2-way, is 7 foot 237.
That's a good weight for a center.
That is a solid. But then you got Osman Dieng at 6'10", 216.
Fun fact: the only person on the Lakers that's 7 foot tall is Jackson Hayes.
Not even AD.
Like the youngest person on the team. Yeah.
What
You
about
also
Christian
got-
Wood? What is Christian Wood?
6'10", 6'9".
6'8"
Yeah.
for Christian Wood?
LeBron James is 6'9".
Thought he
He's
was, like,
and
cool
Anthony Davis
6'10"
is
at
6'10".
least.
All right.
Colin Castleton is the next.
You also got
at 6'10".
you also got Davis Bertans at 6'10", 225.
Oh, please. Biggest overpay in the world.
Shut up.
I remember when he got that deal with the Wizards, and I was like, you're fucking kidding me. They
And then-
paid Davis Bertans that much money.
And then they have Jalen Williams at 6'10", 240.
Yeah, they got 2 guys named Jalen Williams. That's
So fucking funny. Hey, number
There's like 3 Jalen Johnsons in the league right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jalen number 8.
There's so many Jalens. Jalen Smith, Jalen Brown, Jalen
I
Williams.
saw a video
the
about it
other Jalen.
once,
Yeah.
and it was like the impact of the name Jalen Rose. It's
Yeah.
like the people are like, oh my gosh, Jalen Rose had such an impact
Facts,
on the NBA,
yeah.
and it's just his name, not his
Yeah.
play or anything.
Yeah.
There's so many Jalens.
Speaking of a Jalen somewhere in this league, y'all stink.
Me?
Yeah, the Rockets, they stink.
Jalen Green
Uh,
might not be him.
You're just now figuring this
I'm
out?
just now figuring this out.
He's gonna be an average to above average 2 in the.
Ben has seen the light. The fucking covers have come off his eyes.
I love Jalen Green still.
We know.
Not in that way. Not like that video.
Not Lapuki.
Not like that video of Jalen Green.
Video.
I'm gonna look.
video?
I'm looking at the stats. The box score for the Rockets Spurs game.
Go Wemby.
Fuck Wemby.
Hater.
Are y'all gonna?
Jalen Green
I
had
didn't want him anyway. I didn't.
Jalen
think
Green
he was
had
gonna be
22
that
points.
Good.
He did have 22.
Yeah, he's
Jalen Green. Everybody that's in the starting 5 had double-digit points.
What did Dylan Brooks have?
great box score.
Dylan
yeah.
Brooks had 17.
Yeah, great box score, but
He was 7 to
they
13.
they won the game in OT. San Antonio.
Yeah, it was
Also-
only by 4 points. It was a really close game.
How the fuck is Wemby 7'4", 209?
All games, not all games. Like 2 of their 3
He's
games. They're
209.
relatively
Yeah.
close.
It's got to just be height. It's got to just be like
It is height.
It's height.
He's listed,
If he was as tall as Poku
just
and
surface
if he
area.
was as tall as Poku and Chet, he'd be about the same weight, if not, in my opinion, a little lighter. Mm-hmm. I'd say about 185 if he
I
was
was
the
gonna say
same
he'd
height.
probably be like 180.
Yeah.
Shingun had 25 that
Şengün.
night.
Alperen Şengün is going to be good. You
Red
better
Van
keep
Fleet
him.
had 24 that night.
we either
so,
keep him
like,
or get like a good.
Jalen Green's
Şengün
not
for
bad.
him.
Jalen Green's not bad, but it's just he still has like I don't know. He still got G League syndrome.
Of like the past 3-4 years, I think this draft class is also probably our best. Getting Amen Thompson and Ken Whitmore is going to be great long term.
Yeah, like you got to build around these new rookies. It's
yeah.
like Whitmore, good college resume.
He didn't even play though.
Whitmore didn't play. The fuck is Ime
Neither
Udoka's
did Aaron
problem?
Holiday.
Yeah.
Hey, Şengün had 19 against the Warriors
Yeah.
on 7 of 15.
They call him Baby Jokic, and I don't like that. I resent that comparison.
I don't you dare compare that
Why?
fucking child to
Plays
the GOAT.
just like him.
Şengün's outside shot is much less
You'll
consistent
probably
than
win your
Jokic's.
first game tonight
Who do they play?
or
Hornets.
tomorrow. I mean,
Hornets.
Hornets.
Yeah, the fucking Hornets.
That
and then y'all
shit
play the
show.
Kings back to back, and I think y'all lose both of those.
You're splitting
You think
that?
split?
Yep, split.
All right. Let's move on to the East because there's some very interesting stuff going on in the East.
Look, man,
we'll
don't talk
start-
about the East
Dame
right now.
sold on one of my bets the other day. That rat bastard.
They won last night.
The only
against
thing I
the
want to talk about in the East is DeJounte Murray dropping 41 points.
On tasteful mid-range jumpers.
Tasteful mid-range.
He had some threes in there too. He had some nice threes in there.
He sure did.
He because who did we play? We played
I can't tell if you're saying woo or boo half
He's
the
booing
time.
the
Ben.
mid-range.
Mid-range
Going
is
to
boo.
mid-range.
Woo is the 3 and layups.
God damn it, Ben.
Prime 2023 offense. That's how
oh
you
yeah,
play
we
ball.
played the Timberwolves. And he
Y'all were down 19 at one point and came back.
Damn.
we were down 21. We were down 21, and he's the only reason we won the game.
What a nightmare for the Wolves.
Yeah.
What a shit on.
No more Timberwolves Brazil VOR videos.
But yeah, DeJounte Murray had 41. Anthony Edwards had 31.
Yeah, and they're gonna have to trade Cat, dude.
They don't have a choice. Get rid of Rudy. Fuck Rudy.
Where's he going?
I would keep Rudy. I honestly would rather keep Rudy than Cat because at
Really?
least Rudy knows how to hustle.
They have Shake Milton.
Yeah, Shake Milton too.
Holy shit.
Milton.
But I would
Yeah.
keep Rudy just because, like, look, say whatever you want about the guy. He boasts.
Nobody else in their starting five.
All
had
right.
over
First
20.
off, we're talking about we said we were talking about the East. Minnesota's in the West.
I know, but we were playing the
No.
Hawks.
But they were playing the Hawks. That's why.
fair.
Yeah.
But I mean, other teams in the East, Boston. I'm frightened of Boston again.
I'm frightened of Boston.
Trey, I am extremely worried.
Now they got Tingus Pingus at center. We're fucked.
And it's looking good.
He was 9 of 22.
Trey has not shot over like 50% in a game this season.
There was something I said.
And he was 1 of 7 from the 3.
I know.
DeJounte was 3 of 5 from the 3. That's why I said That's why I pulled this up.
I mean, Trey is going to remain like one of the best playmakers in the league. He's probably going to average double-digit assists this year.
Yeah,
But that shooting,
but-
man, that shooting.
It's
Man,
looking
we really
bad.
need him to fix it. Nobody had double-digit assists last night. Nobody had double-digit rebounds. Just put an Eko Kongwu, man. Just keep him in the game, the whole fucking game. Dog.
Please, I need him to start
I
for
hate
me.
Clint Capella so much. Dog.
I need the points in fantasy. He needs to start.
Why the fuck did they have the exact same amount of time, the exact same amount of shots that they put up?
But Double O had double-digit
Double O
points.
had 5 times what the fuck Clint had.
Yeah.
Double O finished with 10 points, 3 for 3 shooting. Clint had 0 of 3 and 2 points. Off
I like Double
free
O.
throws.
I like Double O. I'm
I
starting to be a fan.
just
The Hawks are so boring.
Ben, you're gonna die, dude. Xavier might kill you.
It's the suffering. It's the suffering.
it's just so aggravating. dog.
Like I like watching Trae Young when he plays well.
When he plays well,
That's a lot of
yeah.
fun.
All right.
Remember the 2021 season when we almost went to the finals?
Yeah.
And then remember every season after that when you're sitting at 500.
I mean, it's only been like 2 seasons.
It's only been 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Since then.
Yeah, but
And we've gotten to the playoffs both seasons.
pretty
Yeah.
much every fucking game I look at, they're
The
500.
second round both seasons, didn't we? No, first round exit the season before last.
Yeah.
41-41 last year.
Trae Young, Clint Capella
Are you talking about trade?
for Donovan Mitchell and Karis LeVert.
Yeah. It's
I
Yes.
like that. I like
Cleveland,
that.
Yes.
Cleveland doesn't do that.
Cleveland
Yes.
doesn't do that.
Cleveland doesn't do
Run it
that,
by me
but
one more
yes,
time.
yes, I would take that.
Trae Young
Honestly-
and Clint Capella for Donovan Mitchell and
And I would hate to let
Isaac
Trey
Okoro.
go. I would hate for us
Honestly,
to let
I'd
Trey
give
go
Jared
because
Allen.
he's our
Or Karis
franchise.
LeVert.
Well,
Hey,
we'd never
Jared
let Trey
Allen.
go though. That's
You'd never let Trey
unfortunate.
Maybe that is.
I don't think we ever let Trey go. He's our franchise
Alex.
player.
Huh.
Jared Allen.
Jared Allen on the deal?
It's like
Yeah.
the Mavs letting Luka go.
I guess, but like you're not getting the
Yeah,
production out
that's
of
the
Trey that the
comparison
Mavs are getting out
always.
of Luka.
Yeah.
There's an alternate universe where you don't make that trade on
L
draft night.
trade.
Yeah, there's an.
I hate to do that.
No, I understand. There's an alternate universe where we have Luka.
Yeah.
And
You're winning.
we go to the finals.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I would assume so.
I mean, there's a good chance of that.
Because if we get Luka, we never get Clint Capella.
Thank God.
I guarantee you, Clint Capella never comes and ruins his fucking team.
Yeah. I guarantee you still have Kevin Herter at shooting guard.
We probably would still have Kevin Herter as shooting guard, and he'd probably be better.
Rockets legend Clint Capella.
Houston.
Y'all could have kept him.
Yeah,
he was actually a dog.
Instead, now y'all have fucking guys like Bruno Fernando.
Send him back to the West. He'll be a problem.
He was actually a dog with the Rockets because he was just with Chris Paul and Harden.
All right, let's put it this way: what teams in the East do you think the Hawks could beat in a playoff series?
Knicks.
In the East,
what teams
definitely
in the East?
the Knicks.
You could beat the Knicks in a playoff series.
I don't know if they do.
The Nets, the Knicks, the Sixers, the Raptors, the Bulls, the Cavs, the Pistons, of course, the Pacers, of course, Hornets, of course, Magic, of course.
The better way to look at it is probably the
Wizards,
teams
of course.
they don't beat. Because that's
what teams do we not beat?
Philly, Boston, and Milwaukee.
He said Philly.
I said Philly.
You could beat Philly.
We beat Philly.
I think it's 6-7 games either way.
6 games.
Could go either way.
Yeah, and I think the Hawks beat Philly.
I mean,
I feel
Philly
like the
just
Hawks
got a whole lot deeper.
A more concise
I feel like the Hawks are just more consistent.
Philly got a hell of a lot deeper.
Is the teams
they're deeper, but they're not as consistent.
Yeah, who the fuck are they going to start at the two?
I was saying a more concise list we can actually think about is the teams they would definitively not beat. I think the definitive one out of the way
is the Celtics.
Is Milwaukee at first.
Yeah.
Yeah, now that they have
And then,
Bam,
like you said, the Celtics.
Yeah.
Celtics and Bucks probably
It's
only two.
And then it splits with it could go either way with I think.
It will probably
Miami and
Heat.
Philly.
That's a good question. Where are we standing on Miami these days?
They're a 6-7 seed.
They did just make the finals.
They're still top 3 in the East.
Yeah.
I don't know. Jimmy's another year older.
Jimmy's another year older, but he's still Jimmy.
I know he's still Jimmy. Do you think they can replicate what they did?
Kyle Lowry, oh my king.
Hey, he's not doing shit, man. But Hero looked good last night.
That
They have Tyler Hero back.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I still feel like the Heat are still finals contenders in the East.
And they're still a 6-7.
I just think that the Celtics and the Bucks have just become a much bigger problem.
That is going to be one of the greatest
now.
Eastern Conference Finals series of all time.
With the Bucks versus Celtics?
Yeah. Once we get to it, where it's Dame and Giannis versus Tatum and Drew.
Yeah. It's going to be crazy.
They're the 1 and 2 coming out of the East this season.
I think so.
I think both of those teams could easily win 60 games.
Oh yeah.
I said this in the chat the other day. I said Dame and Giannis might actually be a problem after like game 1.
Yeah.
We could see Dame be an MVP contender
over Giannis on that team.
In their games, he's outscored him.
If Dame is the reason why they keep winning games, then yeah.
I think in all 3
Giannis would
games,
be pissed,
he's
but
outscored him.
That's on him. He should get his fucking ball up.
And he said that thing
play better.
He's like, this is Dame's team. He's outscored him in all 3 games, I believe.
So
more dominant player.
Dame and the Bucks
inevitable.
and Drew and the Celtics are like the 2 biggest problems in the East right now. I think Miami
Drew
comes up in that
Holiday,
number 3 spot, and I think the Hawks or Philly comes up in that number 4 spot.
Celtics.
I just don't see anybody else in the East doing
Celtics have
like
legit.
all those teams that I named. The Nets, the Knicks, the Nets are pretty good. The Knicks are
interesting.
the Knicks have been consistently going to the playoffs, but they're still going to get bumped out.
Yeah. The Nets, I am excited to see what they do this season because it's a full season of like healthy Ben Simmons. Cam Thomas might just be.
Cam Thomas has been going off. He might be most improved player.
Cam Thomas might be most improved player, and he's like consistently like scoring over 20. Like remember that stretch last season when like they would bench him for 20 games and then he'd play for 3 games and be 40 every single game, and then he'd be like, "Yeah, we're not playing you."
Yeah.
And shit like that. So like Thomas, if he gets
Cam Thomas is really good.
if he gets that consistent starting role, yeah. And Ben Simmons, you know,
He been playing?
he looks good.
He has been playing. He's been playing and he looks good.
Okay.
He's not scoring a shit.
He's
ton.
not. He does not. I will
Is
say
he back
he
to
does
his
not
defensive
look
player of the
like
year
he.
self?
No,
That's an important part. Of
but
this game.
I think he's growing into his role a lot better. He's growing into his role as a role player a lot better.
He is going to become, if he continues on this trajectory, he will be a more athletic Draymond Green.
He'll never be
Yeah.
100% back though. Unfortunately,
No.
I don't know what happened, but
I just like he's averaging
like
like
you said,
11,
he's
10,
coming
and 8.
into his role.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
If you can get 11, 10, and 8 out of Ben Simmons, fine.
yeah, more athletic Draymond Green's a great comparison then.
A couple steals, a couple blocks.
Something I think Xavier noticed. I had a thought question. Back to the Celtics real quick. It's the obvious 4 guys: Drew Holiday, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Kristaps Porzingis. Who's that 5th guy in the starting lineup?
Derek White.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Derek White.
He's bald now too, so he's obviously going to play better.
Hey,
More aerodynamic.
Colorado native.
Colorado native, Derek White.
Derek White.
Colorado legend. Fucking what? Pueblo, then Boulder, and
UCCS.
UCCS and Legend High School too.
I will say
in
this.
Parker.
Interesting.
So while the starting five for the Celtics is a damn good starting five.
Yeah.
Probably one of the best starting fives in the NBA right
all
now.
with championship experience.
All
except
with
Kristaps.
Well, finals experience.
Finals experience.
Yes,
Tatum and Brown haven't. You know.
Yeah.
Finals.
Their bench is washed.
Oh, 100%.
Their
I
bench
mean, Al Horford is
going to be their biggest downfall this season.
Al
Peyton
Horford,
Pritchard,
dude.
Luke Cornett, Al Horford,
Nathan Knight.
Who?
Yeah, exactly.
Sam Hauser?
Jordan Walsh.
They lost
Peyton Pritchard?
They just gave Pritchard a new
Nemias
deal.
Keita.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like their bench is a problem.
Yeah.
Svi
So as much as
Mikhailuk.
they are going to come out number 1 and number 2,
Yeah.
when we get to the playoffs, that bench depth is going to show.
You see, that's why I was
And
scared about
the
that for
playoffs
Nuggets.
always exposes bench depth
Yeah.
every single year.
Yeah.
And it does.
We saw it with your beloved Phoenix Suns in that series against the Nuggets. Why? Then tell me
saw
why
it with the
Nets-
Lakers.
Tell me why the Nets didn't win the title.
But now they have Bradley Beal.
That is true.
They now. Oh,
Wait, like when it was like the big three.
When it was Kyrie, James Harden,
I
and
mean
Durant.
I mean against the Bucks, it was KD for 5 of the 6 games, 5 of the 7 games.
I guess, but I still don't see you win it. Like, if you make it to the finals, I think they lose to the Suns.
They win that series if they're all healthy and KD has a 2 sizes smaller shoe.
I guess.
Wait, you talking about the Nets team?
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, like, in terms of bench depth getting exposed.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
Bench depth is always going to get exposed.
the same
during
thing happened to the
playoffs.
Lakers when they got Russ.
Because in the playoffs you can't play your star players the whole game, bro. Like you.
I mean, you can.
I mean, you
that one-
can.
James Harden was
but-
healthy for that like game 6 or 7. It was.
But I'm thinking like, okay, just like you're the Celtics going up against the Bucks. Who let's look at the Bucks.
The Bucks' depth is kind of
Yeah.
weird, too.
Yeah.
They still got, like, it's Pat Connaughton and Thanasis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah. It's
Both of them are going to be the 1-2
It's
in the Eastern
Andre
Conference
Jackson
Finals.
Jr., Chris Livingston,
And
Robin Lopez,
It's whoever's
Chris
sorry
or
ass
Cameron
bench
Payne,
plays better.
Bobby Portis.
Thanasis. Well, Bobby's going to start.
No, Bobby's the first man off the bench.
6 man of the year
He's
contender.
6 man.
Yeah.
Okay,
A
because
lot
they're
of people have
starting
him as the 6th man.
Dame. Are they starting Middleton
Oh,
at the 2?
Dame, Malik Beasley,
Oh my
Chris
gosh.
Middleton.
I forgot they got Malik
Giannis
Beasley.
and
Middleton.
Brooke Lopez, and
Yeah.
then Jay Crowder, Cameron
Chris Middleton
Payne,
is healthy.
Marjon
Marjon Beauchamp.
Beauchamp, Pat Connaughton, and then Bobby Portis.
There's an
Yeah,
alternate
that's their
universe where the Nuggets draft Marjon Beauchamp ahead of Christian Brown.
Marjon Beauchamp straight up came out of junior college.
He's good though. I like him. So the Bucks
second.
starters.
I think that
the
that
Bucks
Bucks
have a better
team. And just thinking about Eastern Conference. Let's say that the Bucks and the Celtics get to the Eastern Conference Finals.
You don't have to just say it.
It's gonna happen.
It is.
Bucks
locking it
Bucks depth is going to wipe Celtics depth out of the
that's what I
fucking
was
water.
just asking. The Bucks bench is 10 times better.
Is 10 times better.
I mean, win the series.
And that's what.
It's
So
whoever's
that's my
bench
thing.
Plays better.
Yeah, and that's my thing is like, yes, the Celtics are a great starting five, but if your bench is ass, you're still having a problem where Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are pissed that they're not getting to the finals because they don't have enough players
They don't.
to help them get there. Even though you have this amazing starting five that you just built up.
Yeah. It's
And that's my thing with the Celtics. It's like they're always gonna. I feel like they're gonna be stuck in this like paradox time loop of just constantly like getting to the Eastern Conference Finals and not getting past.
because Jalen and Jason don't play well off of
I
each
was
other.
just going to say that's the answer.
It's
is
not like
breaking it
Jokic
up.
and Murray where it's the
Yeah.
two-man game that like will destroy you because it's a
Yeah.
guard and a forward. Jalen and Jason are both wings.
Yeah.
And they both need the ball in their hands. Like Jalen,
That's why I said at the beginning of the season. You remember I was talking so much shit about the Celtics, and I was like, they need to trade Jason Tatum.
trade Tatum.
They need to. If you just gave Jaylen Brown a max deal, you need to let one of them go, man.
I don't know who the hell you get for Tatum though. I don't know who would be on the market.
You get
Paul George?
somebody good. You definitely get somebody good.
You get some bench pieces.
You
That's
get
what
some
you get.
bench pieces for sure.
You need something for Tatum.
You need
a
some,
star.
You
You
need.
d-
I
you
mean, you
need
get
a star, but
that's
you
my
need
thing.
bench
You get at
pieces.
least like, even if it's not an S tier star, you get at least an A tier star, maybe some picks, and you're going to get at least one or two other people on your bench.
Siakam, Anunoby, and picks. Who says no?
I would say Harrison Barnes.
I would say Siakam, Scotty Barnes, and
Siakam, Scotty Barnes.
because you need 3 players to cover Tatum.
Boston says no.
I don't think. Yeah.
Boston says no, but that's just because it's Jason Tatum and they're not ready to let him go.
Yeah.
Facts.
It's
That's their
weird
problem.
Paradox where Jason Tatum is the better player, but if you trade him, you get more value. Obviously,
then Brown.
It was like Clay a few years
because
ago.
he's the better player.
Yeah,
I don't know who else. I mean, Philly.
that's just my thing. Like you keep those two together.
Yeah.
I understand that they want to see them get a finals to
Yeah.
get a championship together, but it's not going to happen.
I mean, if one of
The
them just
Hawks
takes
get a championship before they do.
That is a hot take.
Before Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown
No,
work
that's
enough
steamy.
together, the Hawks definitely get that before they do.
Watch Boston win it next year.
I don't think. No, Denver's going back to back.
Not this year.
Oh, next.
He
year.
said next year.
Oh,
yeah.
2024, 2025
Yeah.
season year.
Yeah, yeah. Next, God no, Denver's going back to back, obviously.
But yeah, the East is just. The East is just so heavy. I mean, the West is just so heavy that the East just looks like
Shit.
just looks awful.
Well, it's compared to like 2 teams that put all their money into their starting fives and their benches are just depleted and horrifying. If the finals was Boston versus Phoenix,
Oh God.
Oh my God, that'd be a fun series. I love it.
That's an interesting.
That actually
series.
might be my pick.
Boston Phoenix in the finals.
You know how we did our finals predictions last year?
Oh yeah,
I'll give one
too
right
early.
now.
Too early finals
I'll
predictions.
give one right now.
way
Please,
too
no.
early.
Way
Finals.
too early finals predictions.
Way too early finals prediction. Let's go Sacramento Kings.
Sacramento Kings versus the Philadelphia 76ers.
If we're actually doing it, I do. I
for
got
it. Let's
Denver
do it.
Nuggets Bucks.
Fuck it.
But Nuggets
Nuggets Bucks.
Nuggets Bucks.
And I got. Unfortunately, to tell you, I got Bucks.
You got-
Wow.
I think the Bucks. If they go to the finals this year,
Because their guard play is so much better.
their guard play is so much better, and they got so. And Giannis is so teed up, dog.
Honestly, and
Giannis is so heated about
honestly,
not having a fucking.
and that bench is more
Giannis
experienced
Jokic
than ours.
Yeah, Giannis plays.
What you say?
Their bench is more experienced than ours.
It is.
Honestly, other than
It is.
Reggie Jackson, we don't have shit for
Bobby.
experience.
Yes, we do. Christian Brown just won the
Oh,
final.
cool. As a rookie, I'm talking guys that have experience.
He's talking about like more experience.
That man won a national championship at Kansas, and then his first
They
season in the
have-
NBA, he wins the
They have
title.
the same championship.
and it's not like he was just sitting on the bench.
No, that
Like,
man won us
he
game
actually,
3.
Like yeah,
That man, or was it game 4?
it was game 3.
Yeah, that was the one
With-
where I think you were there, and it was like me and my dad. We were at Nollins,
Yeah.
and we watched Christian Brown win the fucking game for us. But I'm also like I'm down for Peyton Watson or Swatson, as he is being commonly referred to. Swatson, bro,
You like him?
so
To
fucking
replace
athletic.
MPJ.
Not MPJ. He's gonna be our Bruce. Him and Christian Brown are gonna be our amalgamation replacement of Bruce Brown.
Okay.
We're moneyballing this shit.
Yeah,
Do you think that? But do you think that Christian Brown and Watson become the amalgamation of Bruce Brown?
Yes.
Or do you think that it's Peyton Watson and somebody else because Christian Brown was already there playing with?
he was playing with him, but
So he kind of already understood what his role was when Bruce Brown was on the court.
yeah,
Kind of thing.
Well, okay, so like a couple weeks ago, Kevin O'Connor, he's a journalist who works for The Ringer. He did this like long sit-down interview with Calvin Booth, the general manager for the Nuggets. And Calvin Booth is a goddamn sociopath. It is revealed in that interview how much of a sociopath he is. He has no problem saying to guys like, "Hey, you stink." Like he talked about how like we weren't winning the title with Bones Highland. We weren't winning the title with Bones Highland because he was too ball dominant. He
Gotta
didn't play defense,
respect it, man.
and he was way too young.
Bro, he was
so-
talking
he's
about
so real for
fucking.
that.
He's saying him and MPJ like, oh, we got 2 guys that won't pass the rock, but we're paying one of them 30 fucking mil. Got to trade the one that we aren't paying.
Respectfully, calling that a sociopath is kind of messed up. He's real for that.
No,
He's
'cause, like,
real.
he was evaluating guys on like this level of.
I guess
like,
he just means sociopath in terms of he has no empathy.
he has no empathy.
He don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because like there's like he talks about how the Nuggets, because of the salary cap problem, where we're probably gonna have to pay Aaron Gordon again, and you know MPJ's on the max rookie extension, and we're gonna have to renew Murray and Jokic's contracts. We are going to be
y'all are
locked
running
the
into
fuck
the
up.
Yeah, y'all are running into the Golden State problem.
Especially with the new CBA preventing like the huge luxury tax problems when you have 3 guys on maxes. So to replace that cask, because odds are, and we're looking towards it in the next couple of years, we're gonna have to say goodbye to Aaron Gordon
Oh, I wouldn't.
Do you
doubt
think
it.
Aaron Gordon is the one that goes?
or Porter. It's gonna be one of them.
I was gonna say I think it's Michael Porter Jr. before it's Aaron Gordon.
The unfortunate thing, that's the unfortunate thing, but the Nuggets
Easy
have,
Jordan Poole.
the Nuggets have specifically been targeting
Power forwards.
guys with size, wingspan, athleticism, and older. Because a lot of teams, they want the younger prospects so they can develop them. But the Nuggets, being in the situation where we just won the title, it's like, we don't want 19-year-olds that we're going to have to then train to play at an NBA level. Give me a guy who played 3 years in college, made March Madness, knows how to play within a specific system, has the height, athleticism, and wingspan to like do that more. And that's why we targeted guys like Brown and Watson and our rookies with like Tyson and Strother. These are guys who like had that college experience. And like, you know, they are like 22, 23 years old, but they're more willing to sacrifice, and they've already kind of emotionally settled into, I'm probably going to be a role player.
What's Peyton Watson's college experience?
Who did he play for?
UCLA.
Yeah, he was at UCLA, but I think he also spent a year in the G League, or he spent some time in the G League.
Okay, that's good experience. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet.
And
no, he was on a two-way last year.
Yeah.
The one thing I think about those, like, I feel like a team that has. How do
And
I put this?
here's the funny thing. He was drafted by the Thunder.
Watson?
Yeah.
Does a steal. Fuck.
I'm pretty sure we got him in the Jack White trade now that I think about it.
No, we had him on the bench last season. He got a ring.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
He got a ring.
My bad.
He didn't play, but he got
I forgot. We trade Jack White away this offseason.
Yeah.
Oof.
What were you going to say?
I feel like you were talking about like who goes first, Aaron Gordon or Michael Porter Jr. I feel like just a team like wants to stick with the guy they drafted more.
Nah.
We stick with Porter.
But I feel like I just feel like yes, there's value in that in terms of like loyalty and all that kind of stuff.
Like it's a
But
business,
but Michael Porter Jr. contributes less to that team in terms of like helping win the
100%.
championship than Aaron Gordon does.
100%.
And if your goal as Michael Malone is to go back and do it again,
Shit, they might
you
have to get rid
like
of
go
him.
with Michael Porter Jr. in that situation.
They might have to
I mean,
get
who's going to be
Coach
more of a
Malone.
beneficial player?
Aaron Gordon,
Obviously.
for sure.
Gordon just for his defense.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I know he can't shoot that well.
You don't need him to shoot. You need him to get to the fucking
Yeah, when
rim.
it comes to the playoffs, you want a guy like Aaron Gordon.
When Mike's cooking,
exactly.
Mike is cooking,
That's my
like,
thing.
he's our ultimate floor spacer because everybody's going to be.
and we
hounding
saw
him.
how MPJ played in the playoffs this
cringe ass
past.
NBA playoffs.
Yeah, it was just
You can't have fun and
like he was on that float acting like he really helped, and you did not.
He was there. He wasn't closing.
What was his shot percentage?
He shot bad in the finals.
Yeah.
He shot really bad.
It was
You know that
it was
fucking
under
meme-
40%.
You know that
Had
fucking
to be.
meme where it's the dude, the animated dude, fucking like getting the medal, the flowers, and the wreath, and fucking going off the champagne,
yeah.
but it turns out he's in like 8th place.
Yeah.
That's MPJ right there.
Yeah.
That was MPJ.
Man, in 2021, that man averaged like 20 and 10.
Christian Brown did more for y'all in the finals than
Christian Brown
MPJ
is
did.
him.
I have faith in Porter. We're gonna we give him this season. We give him this playoffs. I mean, we're locked
You think he
into
does
him.
better?
Yes, I think he does better this season.
Okay.
I think because he gets a full season under his belt. Because last season, like I know he played the full thing, but he was still recovering from back injuries.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And like this season, he's good. He's fine. He's already had a damn good game against
Thunder.
the Thunder, where he had 20 and 9, which is what you want.
Yeah.
That's all you want from him.
I mean, he's averaging 12.3 right now.
But that's
I mean,
my thing.
not bad.
Can he become more consistent? Can he become more consistent at what he's giving you than Aaron Gordon?
He takes some dumbass shots, man.
Hold on.
That's my thing, man.
Let me add it up.
Can you deadass remind me? You're saying in Christian Brown when you guys came through. Remind me what game 3 was and what. happened?
It was the third quarter. The Heat were going on this huge run, and then Brown comes in, and I think he scores like 9 straight points off of steals to give it to like.
I recall.
It was more than 9. It was like
yeah.
12 or
Would've
something
been
like
12
that. Yeah.
straight.
But
Yeah.
he was the hero of that series.
I recall.
right. I will admit he's shot 10 of 27 from 3 so far.
10 of 27 from.
Michael Porter Jr.
This season?
That's 37%.
It's not bad.
That's
no.
over league average.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good.
But he has taken some dumbass shots.
Yes. He just needs to he needs to learn how to dribble, man.
He
Like
no, he's just
bend
gonna pull
his
up and
back
shoot
and
the
dribble.
Last time he bent his back, he fucking broke it.
Too lanky.
He is lanky, but like for God's sake, people were comparing him to KD out of college.
Oh God.
No, nah.
Nope.
I know that's a pipe dream, but
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pipe dream, all right. Fuck it. Start seeing Najee at the 3.
So-
no.
I'm
Do we have
kidding.
anything else? Yeah. Any last thoughts, guys?
I feel like we didn't talk about the Clippers enough as Western Conference contenders.
They're not.
They're not.
I think
okay. Fuck
they landed number 8. I think they sneaked their way in.
8?
I think they sneaked their way into number 8.
I think
They can win games, like even if you're, because the thing is like PG and Kawhi don't play. You can win games without them playing now.
Oh yeah, no. I understand. I'm
Especially
just
the
saying.
2020
I'm just
Rockets
saying.
now.
Compare the West is so heavy, bro. I don't think they sneak their way past
so
8.
stacked.
You know, you're slowly
It's stacked
making.
as fuck.
Love it.
You're slowly making the 2020 Rockets.
The 2020.
You have Russ, Harden, and Tucker. All you need, bring Austin Rivers out of retirement.
Bring Austin fucking Rivers.
And Zubac
Bring
is
Doc
like,
Rivers back.
Zubac is like Clint Capella. Like, it's bad.
It's better than Clint Capella.
Yeah.
Better.
But yeah, I think I think that they sneak their way into number 8, but I don't see them getting very far in the playoffs.
We said way
First
too
round out.
early finals predictions. Western Conference Finals is the winner of the championship, and the Western Conference Finals is Clippers Suns. I said it.
We're not making it out the
on
second.
Boardman Gets Paid, episode
5.
kind of
Keep
regular
this clip.
season.
Keep this clip.
First regular season.
Keep this
episode,
clip.
Halloween special.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, folks.
That was a scary take. I'll admit that.
That was ghoulish.
That's ghoulish.
That bone chilling.
Thank you guys for watching Boardman Gets Paid.
so
I've been
much.
your boy Xavier Gauthier.
I'm Alex Petrich.
I'm Benjamin Butler.
I'm Will Martin. Will Martin.
We will catch y'all on the next spooky ass episode.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.